grisly murder. Police say two alleged squatters killed a mother and hid her body in a duffel bag in an apartment.
CBS 2's Ellie Bauman reports those suspects are now on the run and may be in Pennsylvania.
It was like this.
This is the apartment closet where 52-year-old Nadia Vitel's body was found last week, stuffed in a duffel bag while her dog barked in the living room.
I've always believed that no one had moved in.
Jean Pompey is the superintendent here at 206 East 31st Street. He went looking for Vitel's with her son, who at the time feared her missing.
They had called me and told me they haven't heard from her.
Police sources tell us investigators have identified two people who may have been squatting in that apartment and who they believe beat Vitel's to death before stealing her car from the street and fleeing to Pennsylvania, where they later got into a car accident.
What? Welcome back to What TV. It's your boy Ace. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Listen, today we're going to quickly look at two stories up in New York. Because if you don't know, they're killing people up in New York, man. They're dismembering people, locking them up, putting them in trash bags, and putting them in the incinerator. I mean, garbage. I'm telling you, we did a story about decapitated bodies, and up in New York, I don't know what's happening in New York. Tell us, why you so stressed? Every other day, there's somebody found in a duffel bag, a trash bag, or a refrigerator. Let me know your thoughts, because they're chopping people up and they're getting rid of them like the trash from yesterday. Let us know your thoughts.
Who may have been squatting in that apartment and who they believe beat Vitel's to death before stealing her car from the street and fleeing to Pennsylvania, where they later got into a car accident. CBS 2 spoke to Vitel's back in 2021 as she helped her son Michael get his business off the ground from her Long Island garage.
I kind of gave in into this. The original thought was no way.
Monday, Michael eulogized his mother at her funeral.
As much as I rarely admitted it because it hurt me in my stomach, I knew she was always right. She was always reliable, and she was always there.
Sources tell us that investigators believe Vitel's may have been moving herself or someone else into this Kips Bay apartment in the building where her late mother lived. They do not believe Vitel's knew the squatters, who were told came in while she was tidying the apartment.
Unfortunately, there are so many horrible cases because you create serious confrontation, because just imagine you enter your own home to find people there.
State Assemblyman Jake Blumenkranz sponsors a bill to weaken some of the so-called squatters' rights in New York. Currently, squatters may be legally considered tenants after 30 days in a unit.
There is virtually no recourse for when someone is gaming the system here. So all this does is remove the loophole and remove those who are trying to use the system.
Sources tell us the suspects in Vitel's case were last seen trying to buy a used car in Pennsylvania dealerships. Anyone with information on their whereabouts is asked to call the NYPD.
Wow. Things that make you say what, people? Things that make you say what? I mean, these people, they took this young lady's car after squatting in there a couple of days. Not only that, y'all took this lady's car and y'all crashed it up in Pennsylvania, meaning y'all couldn't even drive. And y'all squatting in this young lady's apartment, and as she's coming home to kind of dress it up or fix it, because I think she lives in Long Island, you are going to kill her as she comes in? Come on, man. Things that make you say what, people? We got to watch squatters, man. They're changing the rules because of this and recent situations that we've seen, people taking over $1 million homes. We're not talking about cheap properties here. Homes in New York, they all cost money. So let us know your thoughts. People getting wrapped up in body bags like no other time in New York. The year just started, and they dismembering and putting people in body bags. Let me know your thoughts, and let's hop into this next one.
An investigation is underway after a body of a 7-year-old woman was found inside a garbage bag in the Bronx.
What? Another body in a bag?
This afternoon, detectives are questioning 4 people in connection to her death. And Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis is live in Mott Haven with the latest. Marcus.
And Lauren, that woman has an address in Georgia, apparently staying here with family members in the Bronx. That is who police are questioning at this hour. And there were no obvious signs of trauma, and so the medical examiner will determine the cause of death to determine if there was foul play involved.
When I heard the commotion out here yesterday with the police and everything, it was crazy.
Renee Pierre lives across the hall from the apartment in question, which a police officer was set to seal off this morning. The investigation continuing after a 70-year-old woman was found dead yesterday. Her body had been placed inside a black plastic garbage bag. Police say it appears the woman was visiting from out of state and staying with family in an apartment on the 9th floor. This resident says she called 911 after hearing a disturbance.
The way she was screaming was like something was wrong, like someone was injured or dying, so I felt like I had to, call police.
What? Listen, this young lady, 70 years old, was staying with her family. She's originally from Georgia. And all of a sudden, she's coming up dead. Now, they have 4 people that they're suspected of this, which were family members. So let's see how this one plays out, man. Let me know your thoughts. They're putting people in body bags in New York.
A disturbance.
The way she was screaming was like something was wrong, like someone was injured or dying, so I felt like I had to, call police.
The apartment is one of 155 units in a new luxury building on the Grand Concourse, one of the several new high-rises sprouting up in Mott Haven. The 14-story building features a mix of market rate and affordable units. Some residents say they'd like to see better security.
For me, living in this building that's supposed to be luxury, I feel like, oh my God, what is going on? And like I said, the police is always here in the middle of the night. I don't know why. Like, it's very unsafe.
What? Things that make you say what, people? Things that make you say what? So a 70-year-old lady was found dead after visiting New York with her family. The cause of the death is still unknown because there was no trauma, but the people in the building heard screaming, and all of a sudden she's found in a bag. Listen, people in New York are being dismembered and tossed into bags like no other time. We gotta pay attention. All right, tap in. Let me know your thoughts. It's getting gruesome in New York. New York, why you so stressed? Tap in.